Hey, Scorpio, intuitive soul coach here with your April 2023 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Scorpio and take a look at all things related to love. Whether you are currently single, partnered up, perhaps you've gone through a difficult situation with someone close to your heart, we'll take a dive into all of the energies. So please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Scorpio, in regards to love, in the recent past here, it looks like there was a very important decision or choice that you were contemplating or that was up in the air, or maybe you did actually make that decision and you followed through. But I am getting some sort of indecisive energy. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay in my comfort zone, or do I open up to vulnerability? Do I forgive? Do I forget? All of these back and forth. So I am getting here that you may even see a couple of twos in your reading, even that Gemini energy of the lovers, because there is a choice and a decision that you are making here from the heart, but you're trying not to let your emotions overrule you as well. Now, in the present energy of April, there may be a little bit of a time out. Perhaps you go on a little bit of a vacation. Maybe you are taking a weekend getaway. If you are partnered up, maybe you're getting away with your person or just spending some time in solitude on your own. There is much needed escape. Some of you may actually be camping in April as well, but I feel like getting away from maybe society, technology, all of those things are going to help bring healing, clarity, and guidance and direction moving forward. Because in the near future, Scorpio, there's an upcoming adventure here. And it's interesting because you have both of these energies of wanting to start fresh, wanting adventure, wanting change. So there could be something within your energetic frequency and vibe that you have been undergoing and shifting into. And you're going to see that you are ready for this escape. And now an escape doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't mean that you're trying to get out of something. Some of you may be. If you're in a relationship that's been unhealthy or toxic, this may be the month that you are physically escaping from it. For others of you, I just feel like you're gaining some downtime in nature, and that's going to help you. It's going to help you drop down to your heart center more instead of really analyzing logically or rationally a decision. Let's take a look at what's showing up here for you. What's the heart of the matter for Scorpio in the month of April? What do we have here for Scorpio, please? Some of you may be gearing up to go on a holiday, or you may be traveling as well. There could be some big family plans. I'm getting as well, you may be going to a business conference or something with career that causes you to travel. There it is, the Chariot, which is all about travel as well. But there's a lot of movement showing up. So even though you have this much needed escape, I mean, some of you may even be packing. You may be moving into a new home because the keys, you may have just received keys for a brand new home or a brand new car. Someone may have even given you a key to their home, and you may be taking a little bit of a break or a time out to do some unpacking as well. But this Chariot is good. This is about success. It's about moving forward. You may even be dealing with a Cancer, but I am getting here, this is ambition. Finally, after a time of maybe feeling a little bit indecisive or feeling like there was lack of direction. Some of you may be traveling by vehicle or getting a new vehicle in the month of April as well. I'm also getting a motorcycle. So you may drive maybe a motorcycle or a two-wheeled vehicle, or your partner or someone you meet, because they're showing me someone on a cycle or a bike of some sort. Let's take a look and see what the challenge is for you. What's showing up in the month of April? What's blocking your energy? Carrying so many heavy burdens, and that's why it is vital and important to take a little bit of time out, rest, recover, recoup. If there's something going on and you are carrying a lot of the heavy burdens, Scorpio, this is time for you to release some of what it is that you are juggling at this time. When the Ten of Wands shows up as your challenge, this is about being physically, mentally exhausted. It's about bringing others in to lighten the load. You have a lot on your plate, so take this much needed escape, okay? This is, if you can take a vacation or plan for one, absolutely do this. If others of you have been carrying a lot of burdens regarding a relationship, it's time to unload, whether you're talking to a therapist, whether you are having heart-to-heart conversations with your friends, your family, your spouse, your significant other. I am sensing that there's something here that is feeling like it's heavy, very heavy on your mind. And some of you also may have that energy of Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It mentality. You may feel like you need to fix it. You need to take care of things. If you are planning for travel and you have children as well, you may feel responsible for every single thing. I have to pack. I have to make sure I have this printed out. The children are okay. And you have a lot going on here, but ask others for help because you don't have to always do it on your own. Now, some of you may be saying, well, Melissa, I'm a single mom. I have to do it myself, or a single dad, or I have this and this and that to do. And that could be a struggle when it comes to even finding love, right? There's so many things that you are doing, so many responsibilities and balls that you are juggling in the air. But if you want to open yourself up to this level of vulnerability, this level of love, new relationships, new connections, or reigniting the spark within one currently, this is all about you being able to drop some of those heavy burdens you carry. And that may be challenging for some of you, especially if you are doing it alone or going it alone. If you have other people around you, then ask for help. And some of you are saying, Melissa, I ask and they don't help, right? So there could be a very, very deep, truthful, honest, heart-to-heart conversation that you need to have with someone about what it is that you would like to see and what it is that you need in order for you not to feel so, stressed out. And I feel I'm getting couples counseling or couples therapy or coaching, mentoring. Maybe both of you go see a healer or a psychic that can help you navigate through I'm getting past life issues as well for some of you. Please take that as it resonates. Let's take a look and see what's below you. What's the foundation? Two of Cups. So Scorpio, Two of Cups, this is about partnerships, right? Whether you want one or you are in one. Regardless, this is about wanting that connection, wanting that union, to feel in love instead of feeling like it's unrequited, instead of healing and constantly working on past trauma or past triggers. Some of you feel like you've been in this stage of constant healing for 25 years, right? You may have been saying to yourself, Melissa, I've been doing the work over and over and over. When this Two of Cups shows up, this is one of those energies. That's one of the twos. So there was a decision in the past here, which you do see with important choices. Do I stay and fight for this situation? Do I open myself up, as we had mentioned? Do I stay in my comfort zone? Do I become vulnerable and take that courageous, daring leap forward? So I am sensing that there's someone or you wanting to attract an energy within your foundation. If you didn't want love, you wouldn't be here listening to love, right? And we all are built to crave connection. So if you are saying to yourself, I'm okay, I'm happy being single, or single people have it the best, right? Really, if you ask, are they truly, truly happy doing it and going it alone, right? I'm not convinced that the person that is, it doesn't mean you can't be happy when you're single, but connections, whether it's friendships, whether it is, family dynamics, whether it's with your own children, relationships are a very vital piece of this human experience. And when we put up a wall, when we put up a barrier and we say, I don't need this, I don't want this, I'm good on my own, that is a limiting belief or a block that we put up that hinders us from attracting a soulmate or attracting a friendship or a connection that we want and actually need and crave in this human experience. Let's take a look at what's going on in the past. What's happened here in the past for Scorpio, please? Four of Wands. Some of you may have moved in with someone, right? You may have bought in a home, which we talked about here. Four of Wands can be halfway to marriage. It can be about you being able to open yourself up But then I feel like some of you may feel a little bit stuck with the mundane, maybe with routine, with children, with family, just the everyday thing. And if you want to reignite, I feel like there's an opportunity to do so. For others of you, you may have built up, your own family. There could have been a situation where you were with someone in the past. Now, whether you're still with them or not, can be different for each and every one of you, but you tried to build a solid foundation. A lot of you tried to do something that you didn't have while you were growing up, and that was maybe stability for a lot of you. So when this Four of Wands shows up, it's important for you to have that foundation, to have that achievement here, to hit a milestone when it comes to your life. 1111 can be that energy of twin flame, soulmate as well. This is about celebration, holidays. There could have been I'm getting here some sort of announcement or an anniversary in the recent past, or even a birthday as well. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's in your headspace. What are you working on manifesting? What are you working on manifesting? You have the Queen of Pentacles showing up here, and you also have the Emperor. So how would you like these, Spirit? I feel like a lot of you are manifesting stability. Okay, because that's what we're talking about here in the recent past. So the Emperor is showing up here in your headspace, and this is what you want. Some of you are healing from childhood dynamics with your father, okay, because this can be father figure. It can be authority. It can be dominance. It can be power. Some of you, there could have been power struggles, control issues as well. Even if you're single, you may have been trying to control the outcome, control the timing of when you meet someone, or try to control how or what it looked like because you've wanted it so bad. You may have been even obsessing over it, right? This is all about you being able to learn to question, what are those beliefs? What is it that I truly desire and want? Can I take a look at maybe some traditions or some past energies, or the way I was raised, or maybe the way my grandfather treated my father, things of that nature. So you're learning to question the status quo, and this has been showing up a lot. So I'm proud of you here, Scorpio, because sometimes many people go with the flow and they don't know how to necessarily attract what it is that they want, and they wait for it to kind of fall on their doorstep, and that rarely ever happens, right? The Emperor energy is about you building this solid foundation from the ground up, because you're doing the work. You're questioning, you're asking, you are moving forward and embracing this new stability that you, my beautifuls, are manifesting into your world. Now, what's showing up in the near future? Queen of Pentacles. This can be someone around you, okay? This can be your energy here, what you are trying to become more of. I feel like a lot of you are very homey, very earthy, very down to earth. This could be someone around you as well, a good friend that says, come on over for dinner. Let's chat. Let's have some one-on-one. This is someone who is a hostess with the mostest, right? They love to entertain, and they're open to giving great advice, and they enjoy the pleasures of being around other people, and they're very abundant. They're very fertile. You can see the bunnies down there in the corner, so they can bring luck as well, and great advice I'm getting. So some of you may be getting advice or talking to a sister I'm getting here as well. Some of you, it could be a sister, it could be a close friend. You may be going to a family function. For others of you, I feel like this is someone that you can trust and someone that you can rely on that can help you release some of these heavy burdens. Maybe it's a therapist, a coach, a mentor. She is someone who is very outdoorsy. I'm also getting like naturopath, or someone that works with the earth or works with plants, works with flowers, works with animals, could be a veterinarian. I'm also getting pediatrician. Okay, that's specific, pediatrician here as well. So whether you are seeking out this person, or you may build a new collaboration or friendship, or you are embodying the energy here of this Queen of Pentacles, but she's coming in very, very strong, very abundant. And this is you. This is what you're partnering up with. This is what you are attracting. So let's take a look at what you are feeling. Now, sometimes here, I just got to point this out because we do have control showing up. Sometimes she can be a helicopter type of energy as well when she's not feeling in her power, right? When she's feeling in her power, she carries all of those positive characteristics, which we all have, you know, that shadow and then that light. Well, her shadow would be helicopter parent, or her shadow would be overbearing. It would be, perfectionism within the home, expects good manners, expects children to be maybe seen and not heard, not to spill anything on their nice white shirt when they're eating a chocolate brownie, right? This Queen of Pentacles, she can be very materialistic, and she may tend to smother others with her control. And so if this is you, I feel like it's important for you to release some of those burdens through whatever avenues you can, and speak to a professional that can help you. But please take that as it resonates. It's not going to pertain with everyone. That could also be how you were raised, how you grew up, and it could be mother, father, or both. So let's take a look at how you are feeling. How are you doing, Scorpio? This is all about you. This is your energy here. This is what we're doing for you. What do we have for Scorpio? We have the King of Cups, the feminine version here. King of Cups is a very powerful duo. This is you, right? This is someone who is very loving, very supportive, emotionally intelligent, patient, compassionate. This could be someone who doesn't let their emotions overrule or get the best of them. They let them pass through. You can see this ship. She's open. Right? She's open there where she'll feel the emotions, but she's letting them pass through because she's open and she's compassionate and patient and emotionally mature. So you are emotionally maturing. So pat yourself on the back. Some of you are healers, doctors, in the caring or healing profession, nurses. I'm also getting here therapists or coaches, mentors, inspirational leaders. This is you really rising to the top and healing from some situations that have been difficult for you to do. I'm getting definitely difficult for you to do. Let's see what's showing up in your environment. What is going on? Some of you may foster children as well, or maybe you were fostered. You may have been adopted, because I'm getting adoption, fostering, things of that nature. 9 of Cups, some sort of wishes, some sort of fulfillment coming in here. Now, if you are wanting to manifest love, you have this Emperor showing up, right? You have this Queen of Pentacles in the near future. So whether you are female or male, it doesn't matter. In your foundation is connection, is partnership, is love. And so something is happening here for you where you're going to have this new adventure. You're going to have these emotionally fulfilling feelings. You're riding this wave here and you're feeling really good about this wave. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of happiness. And the 8 of Cups is about achieving some goals as well. And you're feeling good about it. So beautiful. Because I feel like there was a time where maybe you felt like it wasn't going to happen. And you're going to see that things take a really powerful shift for you in April. Let's take a look here and see what your hopes and fears are. What are your hopes and what are your fears? Okay. So we have your outcome that came out as well, but I won't jump too far ahead. What do we have here? You have a lot of hopes and fears. Okay. So the hopes and fears all came up behind the 7 of Swords. You don't want to get cheated on. I mean, who does? Unless, you're in a non-traditional, maybe open situation or whatever, that's fine. But this is your fear of being lied to, being betrayed, being cheated on, being hurt, being too vulnerable where someone takes advantage, right? Someone maybe even from the past, or you don't want past experiences to come in and block your success. You don't want to be in denial of something that may have happened in the past that you may still be hanging on to. Your hope is that you are able to communicate effectively with your new person or with any person, old or new. You want to be able to have clear communication instead of lying, hiding, or deceiving because you've had it done possibly before, right? The 6 of Cups can be about healing some childhood wounding. Perhaps you growing up, seeing that someone was not honest or was not emotionally available to you or to your mother, to your father, right? Someone may have cheated. That could have been something you've seen growing up, or someone wasn't being honest about what they needed or expected or wanted out of a relationship. And it has played a big part into maybe your own life. But the final outcome for you, Scorpio, is the Ace of Swords. This is about communication. Look at that. You have the key, and those keys look pretty darn similar, don't they? You have the key and you hold it to unlocking something quite brilliant within your mind, within your energy. This is about logic as well, and using that logic and that rationality to move forward, because sometimes, especially as a watery sign that you are, sometimes it feels like emotions take over and you can't quite clearly make a decision because your emotions are leading the decision, right? This is you thinking rationally and thinking clear and finding solutions to any misunderstandings, to any indecision, right? Because you have that Seven of Swords, and also to maybe even forgive, or I'm getting sharp tongue, because the Ace of Swords can be a sharp tongue, quick-witted. They may say something in response quickly without necessarily thinking. So whether it's someone around you or yourself at times, because we all can do that. We all can say something rationally or something quick when we feel triggered. But I feel like you're finding solutions to become more aware. And that's why she's holding the key. And that's why it's in her crown chakra. The answer lies within awareness, right? You're being aware of these things. And I feel like there's some sort of wish fulfillment coming in that's going to bring a lot of happiness and sunshine to your world. Now, of course, it's not always rainbows, sunshine, and unicorns, as I always say, but awareness is the key, and it can help solve a lot of problems. It can help solve a lot. Now, right now, you may feel, Scorpio, that you are between worlds. You have the flamingo. It's also card 3, which is the Empress in tarot. Now, this is all about, let's just take a look here. Okay, between worlds is all about you having one foot in the door, kind of one foot out. You may not be sure how something is going to turn out, but I feel like you are doing what you need to do to move out of a situation that was maybe less than ideal. So I'm just going to read to you the relationship message from the guidebook before we close down your reading. Okay, so this is card 3. And the relationship message, I mean, between worlds is all about transitions. It's about not being quite out of one situation and yet into another, and fully engaged, temporary blindness, or no man's land. And it says this: this is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but a moment for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, and that's okay, Scorpio. You have to be okay with not knowing if it's going to last forever. So allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? And for those of you that are single, this time being single is meant to educate yourself as well. But you are transitioning because there's a new adventure. There's some sort of new, possibly relationship coming in here for you. It could be a new friendship. This relationship is meant to educate you on what you like or dislike, what values are important to you. You are in a critical phase of your relationship, or the relationship with self, that is not to be dismissed or hurried. Okay, so I'm also going to take a look at the protection message, because it talks about expectations, and expectations and vulnerability have really been showing up strong with all the love readings. And this is the message for you. Be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as we plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. I love that protection message, because look what you have here as your final outcome, which is the 9 of Cups. So if some of you have been through stormy waters, right? Because you have here the storm on the back end of your energy. So something in the past, you may have had a very important decision to make, because this can also be about decisions, right? You have the duality here of light and dark. So I do feel like a lot of you are coming out of a situation that may have been dark for some of you, right? You may have carried some of these heavy burdens, but you're moving forward. Remember, you have that Chariot here, and the Chariot is going to bring a lot more success. And you can see here, the Flamingo Flamingos not only are that beautiful pink color, which embodies that heart chakra, but they're able to also see from a little bit of a different perspective. And I feel for you, you're able to see things from a new light, a new perspective, a new energy. And that's actually going to allow you to really open up with this Ace of Swords, to have the clarity, have the aha moment, to have the breakthrough from coming from one side here, which is more of that challenge, more of that struggle. Whether you're in a relationship or not, if you're single, you may be getting out of that single energy and being more vulnerable, opening your heart chakra to head towards whatever your wishes are when it comes to love, which is belonging, which is connection, right? And for those of you that are in a relationship that was unhealthy, or you just kept going round and round with some sort of cycle or some sort of pattern, the energy is shifting between you and this person. And whatever that looks like for you, it's going to be different for each and every one of you, but you're heading towards freeing yourself from the heavy burdens that weigh upon possibly both of you, Scorpio. So really, really deep reading here, but you're heading towards a lot of truth, a lot of success, and you're absolutely moving forward. I hope this resonates with you, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.